Your Excellency Saleh Louta, Chairman of the UAE Food Cluster, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to be with you this morning. Your Excellency, as I said earlier, allow me to begin by thanking you for your leadership in catalyzing this vital national conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, this year, humanity will grow more food than at any other time in history. And yet, more people will go hungry than ever before. That is the global paradox of our age. Food is no longer just calories and commodities. It is infrastructure, it is resilience, and it is sovereignty. And today, those foundations are fragile. Supply chains are stretched, costs are volatile, and over a third of all food produced is wasted. But if there is one lesson the UAE teaches the world, it is that scarcity is simply a limit. It is an invitation to innovate. Is not a limit, it is simply an invitation to innovate. We know our challenge in the UAE is stark. We import nearly 90% of our food, but we have committed to cut that in half by 2050. The UAE has set a bold course, as His Excellency outlined, adding $10 billion to GDP and creating 20,000 jobs in the food sector through a strategy that ranges from raising a new generation of farmers to funding next-gen agri and food innovation. This national agenda is ambitious by design, but it depends on one thing: the brilliance of our innovators and entrepreneurs. Because ultimately, every transformation begins with a spark. At the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Center, Shira, we have spent a decade cultivating the ground where ideas take root, helping founders cross the fragile bridge from idea to traction. Through our S3 incubator, we have incubated over 500 startups, including those in the food space. We work closely with entrepreneurs, helping them refine their ideas, build their prototypes, test their products, and find their first customers. This is a first step on the entrepreneurial journey, and it is a vital one. But startups alone cannot feed a nation. Once a company has proven demand, the challenge shifts to scaling up. Companies require capital to build production capacity, inventory, distribution, and to attract talent. And that is where the Emirates Growth Fund comes in. A 1 billion dirham growth equity platform fully backed by the Emirates Development Bank and designed to turn promising UAE SMEs into future national champions. EGF exists to address what we call the missing middle, the capital gap between early-stage venture funding and large-scale private equity. This is the stage where too many SMEs get stuck. They need capital to grow, but they're too big for VCs and they're too small for private equity. EGF bridges this gap with growth capital that gives SME the firepower to scale. We focus on 4 critical sectors: food security, manufacturing, healthcare, and advanced technology. We invest between 10 and 50 million dirhams in UAE headquartered businesses that are generating over 10 million dirhams in revenue. And we only take minority stakes because we want to keep the founders in control. EGF is a true growth partner, offering far more than just capital. We work side by side with founders to institutionalize their businesses, strengthening governance, sharpening strategy, and preparing them to compete regionally and globally. Through our networks, we open doors to markets and partnerships and connect them to the talent they need to build high-performing teams. Our goal is a double bottom line: not just financial returns, but also developmental impact that contributes to the UAE's economic growth ambitions. This is growth equity with purpose. Patient capital that stays through the cycles, exits responsibly, and leaves behind stronger, more competitive businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying, no company can grow alone. It takes a full circle. As His Excellency Saleh said, it takes government enabling, it takes investors backing, it takes corporates opening supply chains, research institutions innovating, and founders bringing vision and grit. And that circle is alive right here at the Future Food Forum, where national ambition meets entrepreneurial energy. Many small nations have proven that food clusters can punch far above their weight. And the UAE is not just joining those ranks, it is positioned to lead them. This weekend, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum launched a nationwide campaign to position the UAE as the world's capital of entrepreneurship, led by His Excellency Abdullah bin Togh. The campaign sets an ambitious goal to expand the number of companies registered in the UAE to 2 million by 2031, and to nurture 10 unicorns along the way. This is more than a target. It is an invitation to every entrepreneur and innovator to help shape the next chapter of our economy. And it is my hope that among those unicorns will be not just fintechs and logistics companies, but food tech pioneers, born here, scaling from the UAE farms and factories to global markets, and proving that food can be one of our greatest competitive advantages. We don't have to imagine what success could look like. We're already living it. Bustanica, the world's largest indoor vertical farm, produces over 1 million kilograms of pesticide-free leafy greens annually, using 95% less water than traditional farming. In Sharjah, Sab'a Sanabil wheat farms produces over 6,000 tons annually of some of the highest protein wheat strains in the world. And Pure Harvest Smart Farms, a homegrown agri-tech pioneer, operates high-tech greenhouses across the UAE capable of producing more than 12 million kilograms of fruits and vegetables every year. These are not just projections. They are proof that the UAE's food future is not written for us, it is being written by us. Global innovators are coming here to build because the UAE is becoming a magnet for food tech talent and capital. I leave the entrepreneurs in this room with a simple message. We believe in you, we want to grow with you, and we want to build a more resilient future together. Let's make this forum more than a gathering. Let's make it a commitment to action, a commitment to a future where our oasis blooms, our SMEs become global food champions, and our nation not only feeds itself, but helps feed the rest of the world. Thank you all, and wishing you a wonderful forum ahead.